Chapter 62 of Revelations of Divine Love, read for LibriVox.org by David Barnes. Revelations of Divine Love by Julian of Norwich. Anent certain points in the foregoing 14 Revelations, Chapter 62. God is very Father and very Mother of nature, and all natures that he hath made to flow out of him to work his will shall be restored and brought again into him by the salvation of mankind through the working of grace. For in that time he showed our frailty and our fallings, our afflictings and our settings at naught, our despites and our outcastings, and all our woe, so far forth as methought it might befall in this life. And therewith he showed his blessed might, his blessed wisdom, his blessed love, that he keepeth us in this time as tenderly and as sweetly to his worship, and as surely to our salvation, as he doeth when we are in most solace and comfort. And thereto he raiseth us spiritually and highly in heaven, and turneth it all to his worship, and to our joy without end. For his love suffereth us never to lose time. And all this is of the nature goodness of God, by the working of grace. God is nature in his being, that is to say, that goodness that is nature, it is God. He is the ground, he is the substance, he is the same thing that is naturehood, and he is very Father and very Mother of nature, and all natures that he hath made to flow out of him to work his will shall be restored and brought again into him by the salvation of man through the working of grace. For of all natures that he hath set in diverse creatures by part, in man is all the whole, in fullness and in virtue, in fairness and in goodness, in royalty and nobleness, in all manner of majesty, of preciousness and worship. Here may we see that we are all beholden to God for nature, and we are all beholden to God for grace. Here may we see us needeth not greatly to seek far out to know sundry natures, but to Holy Church, unto our mother's breast, that is to say, unto our own soul where our Lord dwelleth, and there shall we find all now in faith and understanding, and afterward verily in himself clearly in bliss. But let no man nor woman take this singularly to himself, for it is not so. It is general, for it is of our precious Christ, and to him was this fair nature adite for the worship and nobility of man's making, and for the joy and the bliss of man's salvation, even as he saw it, wist and knew from without beginning. End of chapter 62. This recording is in the public domain.